Formula One has deferred the sweeping rule changes that will usher in a new era of racing from 2021 to 2022, due in large part to the COVID-19 pandemic. But cars will still look different in 2021, thanks to a new set of regulations, agreed after a huge collaborative effort between the teams, the FIA and F1. These changes will increase the number of exciting races, help to control costs, and reshape the immediate and long-term future of the sport. To break it down, here are the 5 key things you need to know ahead of 2021. A new lower cost cap. The budget cap, already slated for introduction in 2021, has been significantly reduced, moving from $175 million down to $145 million. This will drop further to $140 million in 2022 and $135 million in 2023, with the sliding scale allowing teams the necessary time to restructure their operations. The reduced cap includes some specific exclusions, like a carryover of parts from 2020 to 2021 and salary costs for staff on leave. This will also help teams as they calibrate to racing under the effects of the coronavirus pandemic. Certain bonuses and capital cost allowances are also provided to ensure teams can adjust to the new financial parameters in a smooth transition. The ultimate goal of the budget cap remains to create a level financial playing field, thereby reducing the gap between the teams on track, leading to more exciting and unpredictable racing. A sliding scale on aero testing. For the first time in its history, Formula One will introduce a sliding scale on aerodynamic development. This will be done in reverse championship order, meaning the lowest placed team will be able to spend more time on aerodynamic work than the top teams. For 2021, the default allowance will be reduced to 320 wind tunnel runs every 8 weeks, which averages out as 40 runs per week. Under the sliding scale, the 10th place team will be permitted 112.5% of that allowance, effectively 45 runs per week, while the top team will get 90%, the equivalent of 36 runs in the same time. Whilst this won't lead to overnight changes, during the course of a season, simulations show it will help to close the gap between teams. It may also have an interesting impact on the new era of racing in 2022, when the extra development time could help the smaller teams look for loopholes in the new regulations. Bodywork changes for 2021. To avoid unnecessary costs, regulations will be largely frozen between 2020 and 2021. For example, key architecture like the chassis and suspension won't be changed. That doesn't mean the competitive order will remain the same, however. Teams can develop bodywork like the wings, side pods and diffuser, while the floor, a critical area of downforce, is being changed in order to ensure downforce limits don't progress to a level that would require the development of a new family of tyres. This is expected to make cars around half a second slower per lap, roughly the amount of time teams would hope to gain during off-season development. The new era postponed until 2022. Alongside the new budget cap, Formula One has postponed its new era of racing to 2022. This will give teams more time to prepare for the sweeping changes while simultaneously recalibrating to deal with the long-term impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. This, alongside the new sliding scales, could lead to some surprise results when the cars roll out for the first time. Reduction of power unit upgrades. New restrictions on power unit upgrades come into force along with more stringent limits on the number of hours of bench testing permitted. The changes are aimed at reducing costs, further increasing efficiency, and bringing more parity between the power units. As in previous seasons, grid penalties will be applied when teams go over the maximum number of power unit elements they are permitted each season. These are the key changes for 2021. And while they will help to improve the immediate quality of racing, their impact will also be felt long-term, both in safeguarding the teams financially and levelling the playing field, thereby leading to more thrilling and unpredictable racing for the future.